Hello and welcome to another of Mrs. Patnell's maths lessons. We are, or have been, spending all week exploring numbers, okay? We've been looking at missing numbers, how to write the numbers, counting on from numbers back, putting them in the right order, all those things to really get used to numbers 1 to 10, probably more of a focus on 11 to 20. Okay, so this is our last lesson to work on that today, and then if you're in my class I will add something to Google Classroom for tomorrow, so you can have a go at doing a sheet to make sure you can really use all the skills you have learnt this week. Okay, so we're going to start today's lesson by counting in tens to 100. We did that yesterday as well because we'd managed to get all the way to 100. So we celebrated by doing it in a fast way, by adding 10 on each time. So when we're counting in tens, we're just interested in this column here, okay, when we're starting from 10 and counting in tens, just interested in this column here because we're adding 10 on each time we jump, okay? So all the ones that end in a 0. Are you ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Oh, it's so quick to count in tens, isn't it? Let's do it one more time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. See if you can do that with your own 100 square at home after this lesson, or if you're super confident, maybe do it without a 100 square to help you counting in tens. Let's just count backwards now from 20, so we don't forget how to use this for when we're subtracting. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Or you might be blasting off at home. Right, let's have a quick go at singing the days of the week. We did the months yesterday, the 12 months. Today we're going to do the 7 days, okay? Here they all are. Hopefully you can see all of those. Use the first letter to help you work out what day comes next in the song. Remember, these are capitals because the names of days of the week must have a capital letter. This, if you've been watching my phonics videos as well, and in my class you will have done, we are going to learn this new sound later on today if you've not done the lesson yet, and so that will help you work out this is Thursday, where you poke your tongue out for Okay, are you ready? I've forgotten the tune. Oh yes, there's Monday and there's Tuesday, there's Wednesday and there's Thursday, there's Friday and there's Saturday, and then there's Sunday. Days of the week, clap, clap. Days of the week, clap, clap. One more time. There's Monday and there's Tuesday, there's Wednesday and there's Thursday, there's Friday and there's Saturday, and then there's Sunday. Days of the week, clap, clap. Days of the week, clap, clap. Now remember when we talk about tomorrow and yesterday, so today you're probably watching this video on a Thursday, okay, so even if you're not, let's imagine it's a Thursday. If we're talking about tomorrow, it's jumping on to days that haven't happened yet. If we're talking about yesterday, it means going backwards, okay? So let's start with tomorrow, jumping on. If today's Thursday, what will tomorrow be? Jump on, it will be Friday. Today is Thursday, so what will yesterday have been? You have to go backwards for yesterday. It is Wednesday. Fabulous. Okay, let's do a little spot of estimating, for we have not estimated for probably over a week. I have here my bowl. I'm going to use cubes today, okay? So I'm going to need cubes in my bowl. I'm going to tilt this a little bit because I'm having to lift my bowl up so high, things are going to fall out. Okay, so I'm going to grab a handful of cubes. Cubes are quite a bit smaller than the coloured frogs that we've had before. So you're going to have to consider that when you're looking at them. But the handy thing is they're not overlapping one another, or not really. I'm going to add one more in there. Yeah. They're not really one on top of the other, so it's quite handy to be able to see in this bowl. Now, I don't want you pausing this video and counting them, or even counting them while I speak, but have a good look, okay? I want you to ask yourself questions like, does that look like what 10 cubes would look like in that bowl? Does it look like there's less than 10? If I think there's less or fewer than 10, are there more than 5? What would 5 look like? If you think there's more than 10, how many more than 10? Couple more, maybe 11 or 12. So those are the questions you are asking yourself. Call out to the camera how many you estimate. What is your best guess? Okay, and now we're going to have a go at counting them. So I'm going to tilt us a little more here. And let's have a count. So remember the number you estimated, okay? And then let's see how close you were to getting it right. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, pop you over there, 10, so there were more than 10 because I've got more to go, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 cubes managed to fit in that bowl, flat like that. That's worth remembering next time we estimate cubes. 14 cubes are in there. So if you did correctly say to yourself, are there more than 10? And you thought, yes, I think that looks like more than 10. You might have gone with 11, 12. That would have been an excellent estimate. You might have gone 13 or 14 and got it exactly right with 14, in which case pat yourself on the back. Even if you went with a few more. So if you said 15 or 16, then excellent estimate as well. I think if you were looking at that and saying, I think there's 4 in there, that's not quite such a good estimate, okay? You've got to think what 4 would have looked like. There were definitely more than 4, okay? So 14 was our number. Okay, now the next part of our lesson, we are going to have a go at building some towers. Okay, now we can do this together on here, but if you want to carry on and do a bit more of it at home, you don't have to build a tower. You can place items one on top of the other that don't fix together and consider them as a tower on the floor, couldn't you? So you might have at home, you might have think toy cars. So you might make your tower by placing the cars one on top of the other, and then you can put them next to each other to work out who has the tallest tower or the biggest number card by doing it that way. So if you want to carry on doing it, there's plenty of things at home you could use. So this is what's going to happen. I have got a pack of cards that are from 1 to 20. I am going to show you a number, okay? That will be your number. Now, if you have got, I would probably say, what I would do is I will show you the number, and then you can help me count to build your tower for you here so you can see it on the video. And then I will have a number and I'll make my tower, and we can say who has the biggest number by looking to see which tower is the tallest, because that will then be the most cubes and the biggest number. All right, okay. The person with the biggest number gets to win a coloured frog. So let's bring my coloured frogs over here. So that's the person with the tallest, the biggest number wins a coloured frog, and we'll see who gets the most coloured frogs by the end. So I have my trusty cubes here. So this is your number, okay? You have this number. What is that number? Some of you like to say it's 20, but it's not. It is 12. So you need 12 of these cubes to put together to make your tower. So let's help myself to some cubes here. Okay, can you help me put them together and build a tower of 12 cubes, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here is your tower. Okay, now I'm going to probably be able to stand that up here. Can you see it? Yes, I'm going to stand that up there. There is yours, and you had 12. Can we see the 12? Let's put it next to it. So you got 12 cubes in yours. Now, I'm going to have a card myself. My card is going to be the number, I'm having a sneaky look through here, I'm being cheeky. My card is going to be the number, let's go with this one. If I can find it, here it is. This is my number, okay? So that's my number. I've got to make a tower for this number. What is this number? 13. So 13 cubes for me. Let's bring a nice little pile out here and count 13 cubes that I've got to put together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I need to stop. Now I can tell, now you might already know who has the biggest number. Could it be you with 12 or is it me with 13? But just in case you are struggling, if we put your 12 next to my 13, which tower is the tallest? Is it your 12 or my 13? Oh, here we go. It is my 13. Look, it's just ever so slightly taller, which means there are more cubes, which means that 13 is a bigger number. Okay, so I get to win. A coloured frog. Excellent. Let's try that again. So this is going to be your card. I'm going to break my cubes up here so I can use them again. There we are. And the same with these. Okay, so your card is going to be this number. Let's have a look. You have got the number, what is this number? 6. So let's put your 6 cards together. That's 6 cubes together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is your 6. Okay. My number is, where is my number? I've got this number. What number is this? 4. So I've got to put 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my 4. I'll put my 4 here next to your 6. Okay. So here's your 6 next to this tower. Here is my 4. We can tell which one is the biggest number because your tower is taller. It has more cubes. So therefore, more cubes, bigger number, it's yours. So you win a coloured frog. There you go. Right, let's try that one more time. And then we will see who has the most coloured frogs. And they are the winner. And you could maybe give this a go at home, like I say, with tall towers on the floor of cars or something like that. Okay, so your number is going to be, what's this number? 7. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. My card is the number, I'm having a cheeky rummage, I shouldn't really rummage, I should just simply pick them off the top, but my card is this one, 5. I want to know which one is the biggest number. You might already know, but I'm going to build the tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me put my 5 next to your 7. This is your 7. This is my 5 tower. Which number is the biggest? Is it 7 or 5? you can tell that 7, your number is the biggest because you've got more cubes making a taller tower. So your number is the biggest. You win another coloured frog. There you go. So you've got 2 frogs. I've got 1. So you are the winner of that game. Now this is just a good way, mums and dads, of really seeing what we mean when we talk about numbers being bigger than the other, okay? So it really helps them to visualise and see that it's bigger because the tower has more cubes, it's taller. So it's a really good visual way of seeing a number looking bigger than another number. Okay, so that's something you can carry on with at home with your cars or something else, maybe chocolate buttons. Right, let's pop those to one side. I now want to do one more thing with you before the end of the lesson because I'm just leaving you with a worksheet to work on tomorrow. So I like to make this lesson a little longer if I can. This game is just like higher and lower, okay? So I will be showing you, just pop my coloured frogs down. I will be putting a number 12, which I should have held on the top, but I've messed my cards around now. Where is my number 12? He has vanished. Oh, is that number 12? No. Is that number 12? No. Is that number 12? No. Is this number 12? Yes, it is, okay? So 12 is on the table here, okay? I don't know if you can see 12 over here. Let's rest it up against my dustbin here, okay? So here is 12. That is the number that we are working on in this whole game, okay? I've got a pack of cards from 1 to 20, and I am going to show a card to you. If you think the number is bigger, okay, or higher up the 100 square than the number 12, then you have to go thumbs up and call out bigger or higher. I don't mind which one you choose, okay? Is it a higher number? Is it a bigger number? Or a thumbs up? You can do all of them if you want. Bigger, higher, and a thumbs up. If you think that the number card I'm going to show you is a lower number, okay, it's worth less, it's a smaller number, then you can go thumbs down and say smaller or lower, okay? I don't mind which one you do. You could keep a tally score at home for this though, so we're also remembering how to do our tally, which would be fantastic. So do you remember that a tally comes in groups of 5? So if you get it right 1 time, you'll draw 1 line. If you get it right 2 times, 3 times, 4 times you get it right, that's fine. If you get it right 5 times, you close the gate with number 5, don't you? So that would be 5. If you then get it right 6 times, you start another gate, and 7. And that's how you keep your tally score of if you've got your higher or lower, or bigger or smaller, correct in this game. So I would like to encourage you to try and keep a tally score so you can show me on Tapestry how many points you scored during this game, okay? So 12 is our number we're looking at. When I show you a card, you want to work out if it's higher or lower, or you can say bigger or smaller. So I'm going to give you an example first. I want to show you what I mean. So 12 is the number we're looking at. I've just pulled out the number 10. Now, if you think number 10 is a bigger number than 12 or a higher number, you go thumbs up and call out higher or bigger. If you think it's a smaller number, a lower number than 12, then thumbs down, smaller or lower, okay? So actually 10 is a smaller number. It's lower than 12. So I need to know it is lower. So my thumb goes down, I call out lower, and that would be a point to me, okay? But it's you that's playing this game, not me, so you can keep tally score of your own. So here's the number 12. I'm going to show you this number. What is this number? 18. Is it a bigger number? Is it higher than 12? Or is it a lower number? Is it smaller? So is it higher than 12, bigger? Or is it smaller or lower? Hopefully you said it's bigger or higher than 12. So you would get a tally point if you got that right. If you said lower, then no tally point at this point. Oh, the number 7. Is that higher, a bigger number, or is it lower, a smaller number than 12? So you call out to the screen or use your thumbs to work it, okay? So 7, is it a higher, a bigger number than 12, or is it a lower, a smaller number than 12? It is a smaller, a lower number. So if you got that right, give yourself another tally point. Next number is the number 5. Is it higher or bigger than 12 or lower, smaller than 12? It is lower or smaller than 12. Another tally point to you if you got that right. Let's go with some slightly different, more tricky numbers. Okay, this number. This number is 16. Higher or bigger than 12, lower or smaller than 12? It is higher than 12 or bigger. Another tally point if you got that right. Okay, you may have got 4 of them right so far, so you won't be closing any gates just yet. Okay, next card. What number is this? It is 17. So is 17 higher, bigger than 12? Or is it lower, smaller than 12? It is higher, bigger than 12. So if you got that right, and you've got all of them right so far, you'll be closing your tally gate right now. So you will have your, oh gosh, never do that. I think I broke the pen lid. Thankfully not my teeth. Okay, so you would have got 1, 2, 3, 4 and close the gate with 5 points so far. So you'll start a new set of gates if we get another one right. Okay, next number. Oh, number 11. Is that higher, bigger than 12? Or is that lower, smaller than 12? It is lower. It's a smaller number than 12. So if you got that right, another tally point. Let's do a couple more. We've got the number 14. Is 14 higher, bigger than 12? Or is it lower, a smaller number than 12? Which one is it? It is higher than 12, a bigger number. So another one right if you said higher. Let's go for another one. I want to go for a trickier one, really. I think we've probably done most of the trickies. Let's go with this one. Number 15. Is 15 higher, bigger than 12? Or is it lower, smaller than 12? Which way is it? It is higher. It's bigger than 12. If you got that right, give yourself another tally point. Now, I'm going to finish there on the video, but if you want to keep going with that game, then do so. If the T numbers were a bit tricky, then just do numbers 1 to 10 and have number 5 resting up against here as your main number, okay? If you found it a little too easy, maybe make your numbers up to 30 and put maybe like number 18. That's on your bin here to work out if numbers are higher or lower then. So feel free to carry that on at home if you want to, but you can go with bigger numbers or you can just keep with 1 to 10 if you want to. Right, hopefully you got lots of tally points there playing that game, and I am going to see you next week. Don't forget your work on Google Classroom tomorrow, but I will see you next week when we start another new maths task. Take care, bye-bye.